Welcome back to The Deep Dive. This week, we're cutting through all the noise for you. We've got 5 essential travel distribution stories, curated by White Sky Hospitality, specifically for busy hoteliers.
And there's a real tension in the market right now that these stories highlight.
Absolutely. You have these massive platforms growing at an incredible rate, but then you look at the properties on the ground.
And they're just getting squeezed. Financial pressures, rising costs, and, room rates that aren't actually keeping up.
Let's start with the biggest story, because I saw this integration news, and it really caught my attention. OpenAI's new apps SDK.
It launched October 6th.
And it lets apps run right inside a ChatGPT conversation. So who are the first 2 big travel launch partners? Booking.com and Expedia.
It's a game changer. I mean, this is a disruption on the scale of when OTAs first displaced traditional travel agents.
That's a huge statement.
Look, we're talking about giving them direct access to, over 800 million weekly active users. It's like a private access highway to 800 million wallets.
A highway that completely skips your hotel website.
Completely. And you see the projections. The AI tourism market is set to hit almost $14 billion by 2030, and this funnels all that traffic straight to the OTAs.
So what about the hotelier side? I mean, we hear about Cloudbeds using AI to pressure test decisions, or Casago predicting underperformance before bad reviews hit. Is that real yet?
It's getting there. Right now, it's mainly a tool for synthesis and prediction. But the reality, the takeaway for anyone focused on direct booking, is that these general AI platforms, they help the middleman more than they help the property.
Okay, so let's connect that technological pressure to the actual ledger sheets. The Cloudbeds Fall 2025 report shows some OTAs with massive growth.
Massive. But that growth is not translating down to the property level. Not at all.
What are we seeing there?
Globally, RevPRSO, revenue per available room, is up just 2.8%. And that tiny increase is all from rate, not from more heads and beds.
So occupancy is flat.
And what's worse is that those rates aren't keeping up with inflation. Your real buying power is it's melting. Vrbo's real average daily rate dropped 10%.
10%, wow. And it feels like the market is flooded, especially with short-term rentals. Airbnb's revenue was, $3.1 billion?
It was. But even their U.S. host occupancy is down to 50%. The whole market is feeling it.
So what's the hotel side of that?
Well, CBRE / the U.S. RevPAR growth forecast down to almost 0.1%. And real inflation-adjusted hotel RevPAR is still more than 10% below pre-pandemic levels.
So where is the growth going?
It's the structural shift. It's the $500 billion leisure market. That whole space now structurally favors short-term rentals. Airbnb's share of business travel went from 28% in 2019 to 44% in 2024.
That's market share that hotels are probably not getting back.
It's a tough environment.
So if we shift gears and look at the traveler themselves, specifically in Europe, the new European Travel Commission report shows people are still planning trips.
They are. 73% are planning trips for this winter. But they are very aware of what's happening in the world.
How so?
Well, a huge number, 89%, say geopolitical conflicts are influencing their choices. And this is the big one. 76% are actively adapting their travel plans because of climate change.
That's a majority, 76%.
It is. And it leads to behavioral changes. You see, 45% of travelers are now planning just one single holiday over 6 months. They're taking fewer, but more carefully planned trips.
Okay, so to put it all together for you, you're fighting AI platforms funneling traffic away, you're facing shrinking real dollar room rates from intense competition, and your guest is now incredibly cost-conscious and making decisions based on global events.
Right, and that raises a really important question, I think. Something for you to mull over.
Go on.
Given that 3/4 of your travelers are now changing their plans because of climate change, and AI is becoming this integrated booking tool, what specific role can AI play for you, the hotelier, in predicting and managing the operational impacts of shifting weather patterns in your local area?
That is the big question to think about. Thanks for diving deep with us.